Hey guys, Ali here. In today's video, I'll show you a tour of Manchester's famous curry mile. I'll try and be a little bit brief in each restaurant because there's a lot to show you. So I'll try and cram in as many restaurants as I possibly can in this video. I will show you the absolute best restaurants on Manchester's curry mile, but of course, this will just be my opinion. I'll show you guys some awesome curries, obviously. However, there are actually a variety of cuisines here, and I'm really excited to show you some awesome food from these cuisines. But before you do that, if you are new here, we're growing a really cool foodie community, so please do hit that subscribe button. If you're a big foodie, I'd love for you to join. So before you leave, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Right, now that's out of the way, without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay guys, so the first restaurant I want to show you is a great curry house called Mylahore. So let's go. Okay guys, so I'm in Mylahore now. I'm going to order some dishes. As soon as it comes out, I'll crack on with the review. So my food is here. Now we have to start a curry mile video with a curry, right? So I've actually gone for a mutton Karahi. I've also got a mixed grill, but I'm going to go for the curry first. I always go for some naan with the curry. Okay, so let's try the mutton Karahi. I haven't been here for a while, but it's as good as I remember. The lamb in that, there's so much meat in that. Flavoured beautifully. Has a nice kick, but it's a Karahi, so it's not like super spicy. You can actually taste all the flavours of the curry. Like I said, really quite meaty. I love the spice blend they actually use in that. It's absolutely delicious. The mutton itself is actually really soft for mutton. Really tasty. I don't want to move on, but I have to. Okay, so special mixed grill time. There's actually quite a lot on here, so I'm gonna forget. So I'm gonna read the actual menu out to you guys. We have a 2-piece chicken grill. We've got 2-piece Malay tikka, 2-piece mutton chops. We've got some grilled fish, some mutton seek kebabs, chicken seek, and 3-piece chicken wings. So a decent amount there. I'd say that's enough for 2 people quite comfortably. So just crack on with it. Okay, so I think I'll start with the actual seek kebabs. Let's dip them in some of the yogurt sauce and the imli actually, 2 for 1. Why not? Tasty, well spiced, good quality meat as well. Delicious, I like that. Let's move on. Let's go for some mutton chop. Ooh, later on in the video, do stick around because I'm going to show you guys some of the best lamb chops you will ever have, and that is a guarantee. Let's try these. Soft, well balanced with their spices. Decent amount of meat. Good. Moving on to the fish, and it's actually a very big portion of fish actually. For some reason places just skimp out on the fish, but super large portion of the fish. Guys, this place is just a solid curry house. If you come to the curry mile, make sure to visit Mylahore. However, I'm super eager and super excited to show you some of the other restaurants I want to feature in this video. So let's get going. Okay, so next restaurant in this video for my favourite restaurants in the curry mile is Siriano. Like the name suggests, these guys specialise in Syrian cuisine. Also, a very quick reminder to say they do have a large menu. However, I'm just going to show you a few of the things that I enjoy from Siriano. Alright, so my food is here and there's so much of it. I'm so excited to go over this with you guys, so let's crack on. Let's start nice and easy. A little bit of fresh made falafel with a bit of tahini sauce. This sauce is actually made from sesame seeds, and we've got some pomegranate sauce as well. Fresh, crunchy, fragrant, delicious. Make sure to get the pomegranate seed and the tahini sauce. Delicious. Next we're going for the Kibbeh, which should be deep fried with some minced lamb inside. Oh, guys, I hope you can see that. I hope that's focusing. This looks so good. Again, I'm just dipping it in the pomegranate sauce, one of my favorites. Decent amount of onion, decent amount of lamb. It's got a really strong flavour. That's a great start to the meal. Now, I love baba ganoush. It's probably weird to people, but I actually love dipping my Kibbeh in it. Baba ganoush is made of aubergines and they're absolutely delicious. If you're coming here with friends, make sure to get this mixed mezze starter. You've got a little bit of everything. So you've got the baba ganoush, you've got some hummus, you've got some stuffed vineys, which are delicious as well. You've got quite a lot going on there. It's definitely nice to share with friends. Okay, so one of my favourite things here is the mixed shawarma platter. I was looking forward to this, guys. This is delicious. So this has got some chicken shawarma, actually got some lamb shawarma as well. It's quite unique. The lamb here is absolutely delicious. It's of a much higher quality than a lot of other lamb shawarmas that I've tried. I'm looking forward to this. And make sure you do not forget their homemade garlic sauce as well. The chicken is delicious, the garlic sauce is creamy, it's warm, it's well flavoured. That, guys, is a fantastic chicken shawarma. A lamb shawarma as well. Make sure to get mixed, don't just get lamb or the chicken, they're both delicious. So good. For me, lamb's just one of those meats that I can always actually taste the difference in quality. Chicken, I love chicken, but it is often quite consistent. I think with lamb, I can always taste the quality difference, and here it is delicious. Okay, now with that mixed mezze starter, do not forget the matable as well. And I know I'm getting those names wrong, I'm trying, guys. This is also made of aubergine, but it actually has yogurt in it as well, so it's got that lighter color. Like I said, these stuffed vine leaves are delicious as well. Some olives there too, a little bit of salad. Good way to start. Honestly, please do make sure to get the homemade sauces. They are fantastic. Okay, so that's another restaurant down, but lots of delicious places left to go. I do fancy some dessert, and they do desserts here. However, there's a little sort of hidden gem that I know on the curry mart that I'm super excited to show you guys. So if you like baklava, if you like French desserts, you're in for a little bit of a treat, guys, so hang on for that. And then the next place I want to show you is literally a couple of doors down. Rushold and Chippy. Okay guys, so in this video there's going to be a couple of small quick little segments where I slide in, I tell you about a couple of restaurants that I like, however, that I've reviewed before. I don't want to duplicate content, guys, because I know a lot of you have already seen my videos. So what I'll do for places like Rushold and Chippy, which I do suggest you visiting, I'll actually just link them in the description below. Now these guys have some awesome Kobeda. They obviously have like proper chippy chips and quite a wide menu. They're a bit of a Manchester institution. They've been here for many years, since the 70s. I actually believe. I did a video for these guys and one of the owner's kids actually messaged me, which was really cool. Highly recommend these guys, do check them out. And like I said, I put the review for Rushold and Chippy in the description below. Okay guys, so now I'm in Chit'N'Chaat, a new spot on the curry mart specialising in Indian street food. I've ordered the bun kebab, the samosa chaat and the chili chips. Super excited to show these guys off. Now before I start my review, how cute is this nimble water, guys? So this is just lemon water, but how cool does this look? Let's give this nimble water a go. There's some lemonade, some lemons and some mint in that, super refreshing. Okay, so let's start with the chili chips. I could eat these all day. Got a good amount of kick to them, some spring onion on top, really decent portion size as well. For chili chips, these are awesome. Right, so the next thing I want to show you is actually these bun kebabs. Now, these actually, I was going to say they remind me of being young. You know, on Eid, having a kebab in a roll with ketchup, but I still do that, so they remind me of like last week. These are like the perfect slider portion. Well, they've got a little bit of red onion, some cucumber, some mayo, some lettuce. Super tasty, super delicious. Right, moving on to a little bit of a favourite, the samosa chaat. They've actually got a few chaats on the menu, like a papri chaat, for example. I've gone for samosa chaat, that's just what I like. But like I said, they've got a few. Paste on the samosa is unbelievable. I love the chickpeas, I love that it's warm, I love the sauce it's in. A little bit of pomegranate on top as well. Guys, it's just a great chaat, you know. This is an awesome place to get a few small dishes and have them all together. Also, you have to rate a place that gives you 3 different chili sauces. Desi style chili sauce, an Indo-Chinese chili sauce, and their own homemade chili sauce. Right, so I'm going to finish this delicious meal and then I'm going to go to that dessert place that I mentioned earlier. If you're a baklava fan, make sure to stick around. I've got an amazing place to show you next. Okay guys, quick interjection in the video. I promised you an awesome baklava place earlier and here it is. This place is called Syria Suites. It's just off the curry mart. I'll put all the details of this place in the description, but they do amazing baklava, so if you're a fan, make sure to go for it. I've got just a small selection here. I'm going to quickly taste test some of this stuff for you, but honestly, I already know it's delicious. I've been to this place many times, massive fan. Let's start with one of my favorites, which is a cashew baklava. Yo, nutty, crispy. Oh, I love that it's not drenched in honey. It's not like super wet, but wet enough. Let's go for a classic baklava with some pistachio. I can literally taste every single layer. Hey man, that is delicious. There's a decent amount of pistachio there too. I'm actually going to try something brand new. This is actually suggested by cameraman. I've never had this before. This is called, I believe, mamul, and as I understand it, it's like a pastry type thing with some dates on the inside. That's from what I understand, so I'm going to give it a go. Never tried this before, so wish me luck. Dates, some cinnamon, there's some nuts in there. I'm glad I'm with Haas because I never would have picked this without him. I'll be honest, I'm not totally sure where that's from. Maybe from Syria, we're at Syria Suites, but that is delicious. Right guys, so that was just a really quick interjection in the video. I wanted to show you Syria Suites, but now let's crack on with some more savoury food. Let's go. Okay, so here is another restaurant that I've covered in the past, whose review I will link in the description. If you can see behind me, there's Jilanis. They do awesome lamb chops. Actually, a lot of places, they say they do lamb chops, they're actually mutton chops. This guy actually do legit lamb chops. They're some of the best lamb chops I've ever had. They are juicy, they are well flavored, they literally just fall off the bone. They've also got some amazing desserts. I took my family there literally a couple of days ago. There was 10 of us. We all got different desserts. Asian desserts, sort of more westernized desserts, sort of like waffles, crepes. But with like gulab jamun and ras malai, they've got a ton of desserts. A really cool dessert house. Like I said, I'm linking the review for Jilanis in the description below, so do check that out. But highly recommend these guys. They are awesome. Next up is Ziya Asian Grill. Got myself a Diet Coke. I've ordered some food. I've ordered actually a curry. I have ordered a curry in this video already. However, I thought I'd get a second one. The first one was lamb. I thought I'd get a chicken one next. Okay, so I've got a couple of starters that I enjoy. I've also got a curry coming out as well, like I mentioned before. Let me crack on with these starters. Okay, so we're gonna start with the chili chicken. This is crispy chicken coated in the Ziya sort of special Indo-Chinese sauce. It kind of tastes a bit like a Szechuan sauce, a little bit spicy. This is absolutely delicious. No idea why I'm eating this with a spoon, guys. really good quality meat. It's a decent kick to it as well. It's like a really wet sauce. Some onions in there as well, a little bit of spring onion too. Delicious. Don't know if you guys can tell, but I do love my chips. Now these are actually Szechuan chips. So again, these are chips, but they're coated in a spicy sauce. This stuff is absolutely delicious. What I love is, even though they're a little bit spicy and they're covered in that sauce, the actual chips retain their crunch, which is a bit of an achievement. Delicious. But let's move on to what we're actually here for, the curry. Next up on the menu is the chicken Kolhapuri dish. The chef here is actually from Kolhapur. Now, this is a chicken curry. It's quite spicy. The chicken is on the bone. I'm looking forward to dunking my naan into this, guys. Let's give it a go. The kick is there for sure, but it's got a little bit of creaminess to balance that kick. The gravy on that is absolutely delicious. Let's move on to the meat. I always find meat on the bone much more flavorful. This is actually really tender. Really good dish. How beautiful is this naan? I've already taken a little chunk out of it, I'll be honest. This is a garlic chili naan. So it's finely chopped garlic, chilies cooked in their tandoor. This is just such a lovely naan. Really good amount of butter. I love the actual dough itself. It's delicious. I'm gonna dip it in my curry. If you haven't tried a chicken Kolhapuri, I would highly recommend you come to Ziya and give it a go. Right, I'm gonna munch down this meal, guys, but there's plenty of cool places to go, so don't you go anywhere. Let me take you now to a really cool shawarma place. Okay, third and final restaurant that I've covered before, done a review for, I'll link in the description, is actually Today Restaurant. They do some amazing shawarma, super cheap as well. They have fantastic bread, it's called Samun. That's absolutely delicious. Highly recommend this place as well. Like I said, really cheap, really tasty. The shawarma, if you're a shawarma fan, you cannot miss this place. The only thing I would say is that around lunchtime, they are super busy. The queue is normally massive, so do please prepare to wait. However, well worth the wait. Highly recommend. Check these guys out. I'm now going to take you to a mainstay of the mile. This place is super popular. If you're coming to the mile, you cannot miss the next place I've got in this video. Okay, so next up is Jaffa. This is another Manchester institution, like a few places already I've shown you in this video, and like some other places that I've shown you already in this video. These guys have got a massive menu. I'm just going to show you a few of my favorites, but I will come back another time and do a dedicated review for Jaffa. Okay, I have some good dishes here for you guys. So I've got a stuffed chicken, which as it sounds is stuffed with rice, massive portion there. I've got a FATAYER. Can't wait to try that. And also, I've actually got a chili chicken pizza. The chicken is like the shawarma chicken they put on top, and then in the actual base with like the tomato puree, tomato sauce, they mix in like chili flakes and the actual chili paste. So that's absolutely delicious. Cannot wait to tuck in. Right, I'm gonna crack on with the pizza first, guys. This is an absolute favorite. Hey man, the shawarma on top of the chicken is awesome, the cheese is awesome. I love the actual base. Like I said, they mix in chili paste and chili flakes. The sauce on the base is actually fantastic. Prices in here are so reasonable. If you're on the Curry Mall, make sure to come to Jaffa. But let's move on to the stuffed chicken. Guys, the stuffed chicken is so soft. I think it was only £6 for a full chicken, a load of rice. Succulent, really well flavored. I love the rice with it. A little bit of chili and salad on the side as well. Perfect. Okay, the next thing I want to show you guys is a FATAYER. Now, if anyone calls this a pizza, I'm just going to flip. I don't know what it is with people. They have to call everything like a. So let's go like a pita from like Turkey. Oh yeah, it's a pizza. It's not. It's completely different. It's completely different. It has a couple of common ingredients. It's completely different. This is kind of like a flatbread. This has got some minced meat on it. It's got some cheese on it. Typically, you could have something like spinach and cheese as well. I just prefer the meat one. This is a spicy lamb FATAYER. Let's give this a go. The base is a lot sort of stodgier, a little bit thicker than like a pizza, for example. It actually tastes very, very different. I would probably get both. The cheese is delicious. I like the spicy lamb. This also comes a little bit of chili sauce and salad on the side, so give it a good dip in that chili. Right, that was Jaffa. Plenty more to come in the video, so let's crack on. I'm now in New York Crispy Chicken. You guys had to have known I was going to include a good fried chicken burger in a compilation video. Guys, this is just, I've had it before. I was going to splice some old clips in, but I really fancied it. I walked past and I could smell it. It was calling me. Look at that, guys. Super spicy. It's got a load of cheese in there as well. The meat is absolutely fantastic. Two massive fillets. You cannot go wrong with this. This is one of my favorite burgers, not just on the Curry Mile, but in general in Manchester. This is a quality burger. Guys, I cannot overstate how much I love the double fried chicken burger, spicy. If you're down the Curry Mile and you fancy a fried chicken burger, make sure to come to New York Crispy Chicken. Also, seeing as it's so spicy, I got myself a Ferrero Rocher milkshake. Side note, it's actually quite big in here as well. They've got plenty of seating. It does get a bit busy, but there's plenty of seating. There's seating downstairs and upstairs as well. Okay, so I've just walked off the beaten track a little bit. Let me just briefly mention a couple of places that you should not go to. So the whole video has been places that I love. I'm going to do a really quick segment here to tell you a couple of places that I do not recommend you go to. The first place is Toro's Steakhouse. I personally found it really expensive. I thought the steak quality or the meat quality itself was not particularly good. The steak wasn't cooked how I wanted it to be cooked. The sides were not great as well, if I'm being completely honest, for a steakhouse. And I basically got two glorified spring rolls, they call them beef cigars, for £8. So do not recommend Toro's Steakhouse. The second restaurant is a place called Mugli. They are as like a South Asian sort of curry house. Yeah, I did not enjoy my food whatsoever. I felt like I was in that Goodness Gracious Me sketch, if people know it, where it's can I have the blandest thing on the menu. Got a few curries, did not like it. I thought the service was honestly verging on very rude. It wasn't good. As far as South Asian curry houses go, excommunicado. Super expensive, not authentic at all. So avoid those two places. Okay, so it's towards the end of the day, guys. I am very, very full. Still got a little bit of room left for one of my favorite places on the mile, Jilanis. Now I mentioned their chops earlier. I mentioned the desserts. I've had a lot of savoury food today, so I just fancy dessert. So right, there's so much good food in front of me. Sorry if it's a little bit dark, guys. We are towards the end of the day. I'm not quite sure where to start, to be honest. Let's start with the waffle. Now this has got some Nutella. It's got some biscoff, some strawberries, some white chocolate, a little bit of cream. Guys, this place is so affordable and so delicious. What I love about this place is, yes, I've just had a waffle, right? But there's some apna or desi style desserts as well. So I'm actually more of a fan of them. I know they're not that cool, but I'm just more of a fan of them. I prefer them to like the waffles and the crepes of the world. I prefer a good gulab jamun. Now this is actually a trio of desserts. So it's normally gulab jamun, kheer with ras malai. I've actually gone for kulfi, which is like an ice cream, rather than the kheer today. I am so pleased with those desserts, but I'm going to move on because there's another trio, a Ferrero Rocher trio, which comes with like a mousse, there's like a cake in there, and there's a little bit of ice cream. Let's crack on with that. That cake cuts nicely. And guys, these are actually a pretty darn good size. They're very, very affordable with fantastic quality. The size of that mousse really cannot go wrong. Absolutely fantastic. If you're going to get some savoury food down the mile, I love coming here. I absolutely love the lamb chops. They're some of my favourite lamb chops I've ever had. However, if you're going elsewhere, you cannot go wrong with finishing up with desserts at Jilanis. I am full up to here. Something that I haven't mentioned is actually there are a load of shisha bars down the mile. Shisha isn't something that I do super often, but I've been to most of the shisha places down the mile. So if that's your thing, pop me a message and I'll give you some recommendations. There are so many amazing places down the mile. I'm sure I'm missing some out. Do you guys have any favorites? Are there any places that I haven't been to that you recommend? Let me know in the comments and I'll try and go. And that does take me to the end of the video. If you like today's video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to see more. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Slightly longer than I usually do, but I'm trying to experiment with my times. If you're liking it, or if you're liking the longer video length, make sure to like the video to let me know. And I'll see you guys in that next video. Bye, 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 bye.